So the first thing you need to do is to get yourself one of these little bins from the reject shop. I think this one cost me, I don't know, 10 bucks, 7 bottles, not very much. Okay, it's only a little one. It's one of those ones on wheels. Then put some holes, some screws in, about 8 centimeters up from the base, which is going to support a little plate, which we'll show you next. I did put on a little portal there, which unscrews so that you can get the castings out. And if I was using this as a normal worm farm, you can scoop the castings out from here. But I'm doing this for dog poo, and I'm not putting my hand in there and scooping out no dog poo castings. So what I plan is that when it's full, that I'll just tip the whole thing out and start again. And then just tip the whole thing out onto a non-food production garden bed, just in case, you know, I might put it on a perennial plant of some sort. But if I was doing a worm farm for normal veg, you know, to make composting for my veggie scraps, things like that, those little portals are quite helpful, but you don't need it. Okay, we've got to put some holes in the base plate in the worm farm for the liquid to pass through. I'm feeling very empowered using this tool, which I just figured out how to use because I couldn't find the battery pack for the drill. I'll keep going, I'll put a few more in and we'll get on to the next step. Finished drilling all those holes into my base plate. Then I slip it in under there and it'll sit there. The next thing I've got to do, but I need Steve to get home with his drill, is drill more holes in the bottom. This is a self-draining one. Wherever I put this worm bin is where it'll drain into. If I wanted to catch this worm leachate that drips out over time, I would just simply put this up on bricks with an ice cream container underneath it and catch that worm leachate. But I actually want it just to drip out. My purpose here is just to decompose my dog poo, create a bit of castings I can tip on a perennial plant, shrub or something like that. And at the same time as the leachate drops out, through the bottom, it'll fertilize whatever plant it's near. So I just need a few more holes in the bottom. Going to put some holes along the top to let air in. So air holes, I'll continue doing 3 on each side. What I'm going to do in the bottom here, this will be where it drains. So you put it up on a couple of bricks. If you've got one at home, with an ice cream container underneath, which will catch your leachate. In my case, I'm actually just going to put it straight over the soil so it just drains into the dirt directly. With the air holes and the drainage done, I'm now just going to put a base in there for the worms before getting our main ingredient. Just got some clover and some straw here, which I've wetted down. Just put a base in there basically. Don't want to be putting the worms straight into worm poo. I mean dog poo. Put that there. I've also got, this is compost which is nowhere near being finished. But that'll be a nice little thing for the little worms to get rid of the sticks, nestle down into. The worms I'm going to use are red wiggler worms, which are your standard compost worms you'll get from Bunnings and wherever. I'll just pinch some out of my other worm farms. So that should be good. There we go. That's all nice and moist. That's really going to give the worms something to sort of nestle into. We'll go around and we'll collect some poo. And I'll put a bit of straw on top of that just to control the smell. Okay, well, we'll get our worms as well. This is my little pooper scooper. Well, I call it a pooper scooper. I got from the reject shop, God, 2 or 3 years ago now. And it's great. I think it cost me $15. And it's an awesome little tool. So I'll just keep going around, collecting up the doo-doo. Not a most pleasant job. And then we'll go put it in the farm. Right, poo's in. I'm just going to wet that poo down a little bit. I've got my worms here from my worm farm. Put them in. Oh, get in there. Down the track, if I think, oh, I'm really not breaking this down, I can pinch some more worms from my worm farm. There and there. Then put a bit of this wet straw on top. I'll break all that down. Now, I'd like to say every day when I clean my dog poo up, which I don't, but whenever you pick your dog poo up and put it in there, I just put a handful of compost, dirt, straw, leaves, whatever you got, just cover it, and that'll help with the fly situation. Now I'm going to go just situate this at the base of, I've got a protea there, which will get the afternoon shade. You don't want to put this in full sun because you just fry your worms. So find a nice spot that's protected from the harsh sun under one of your perennial trees or something like that. I'll change it around as I want. Right next to this silver protea and a little geranium just next door. So I'm not going to be eating any of the food it's near. Probably wouldn't matter. It's going to get loads of shade from the bay tree as well, the afternoon shade. It's winter now anyway, so in summer I'll probably find a more shady spot. But we'll just see how it goes. I may end up putting it into the backyard because it'll be more convenient for putting the dog poo in there, meaning I will use it more often. Mostly only will use this in winter because in summer we get the dung beetle, which is awesome. So you don't have to pick any poo up because you'll never get to it in time because they'll always beat you anyway. So give it a go. This was a cheap little, and if I can use the tools, anyone can use the tools. Cheap little activity to do, so which solves the problem. Even if you don't use it for your dog poo, you might just use it as a worm farm. Okay, and post me a photo if you end up doing one. Okay, bye.